Hi everyone. So I know I haven't made a video in a long time, so here it is. So this is just gonna be a short video on a list of things or issues that I have come across with this 2019 Mazda 3 hatchback premium package 6-speed manual. Um, and I would also include the list of issues that other owners have encountered so far in the comment section. So it will be a general list of things, um, the problems that so far has happened to the 2019 Mazda 3. So first of all, I am gonna talk about my issue first. So the most important one, of course, is the airbag malfunction light. Of course, my car is off right now. Um, it would happen once in a while. It starts to happen again recently. In the past, like this, like a week or two, that it didn't appear at all on the dashboard. But in the past 2 weeks, it happens more frequently. Before it happens maybe once a week, but now it's like once every other day. It's just random. Like it's not like it doesn't light on when you turn on the car. It's just random. Sometimes in the middle when you're driving, like after 20 minutes of driving, it will show up. Sometimes doesn't show up at all. And then when you turn off the car and turn on the car again, it might disappear. This is something I've still yet to fix. I mean, I'm busy. Hopefully, I will get it. I'll have time and get it fixed soon. Um, yeah, I heard also a few other commenters also say they have this problem. There's probably a recall coming soon. But if the light is on, I heard the airbag will not function, so it could be kind of scary. But the second problem I have is I talked about that already in my last video, was the when the car, when you first, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a manual or automatic. So when your car start from a stop, some noises came out from the front. I'm not sure what that is. That's why I said is from the front. It could be from the clutch, but I heard the automatic also has this problem. So it might not be the clutch. It could be some mounts on the engine or the struts, the front struts, or yeah, there's something going on. Some noise when you start the car. For the menu, it also, that noise also appear when you shift from first to second. So during low speed takeoff and when you um, engage into second gear, it also happens. When you like release the clutch and hook up, when the engine hook up with the wheels, there's a sound coming out. So I don't know. I heard one person get it fixed. It was the nuts, the nuts in the front on the wheels. They're not tightened enough, or the torque winch. I mean, in the factory, they didn't do it well, or they're not doing it accurately. So that person get the nuts tightened, and then that problem was solved. But I don't know for sure. And then um, and then one more issue I have, actually a few more, was it just happened recently when I was driving. Some rattling noise appeared in the front on the dash, and I don't know where it came from. It's not very loud, but still it's very annoying. Definitely some quality issues again. And then the next one was, it happens a long time ago and never happened again, but I don't know if would recur. It was the air conditioning. It was like when I have the car for, it was during my first 2 weeks, and it only happened once and haven't happened again so far. So when I turn on the aircon, I switch it to low. Of course, it's hot here. Um, so it was I turned on the cooling, but instead it the air coming out was hot. Doesn't matter what I do with the controls. I switched it to the lowest temperature and higher the fan speed, but it doesn't matter. It just came out as hot air. So I turned it off later on. Like, I mean, it was still hot air after even like 5 to 10 minutes. So definitely something was wrong. But after that time, like after that, like it never happened again. So the air conditioning right now is working fine. And then I think one more thing about this car for myself was the Bluetooth. So the Bluetooth music, as you know, like a lot of new cars right now, they get rid of the CD player. So right now I can only use Bluetooth as music, as your personal music. But the thing is, sometimes it doesn't work. So it doesn't matter. The only way I get it work is you have to turn off the car and turn on the car again. So it's very annoying. I wish it had a CD player. You know, it's way, way, way more convenient. Um, but yeah, like you just turn on the Bluetooth and then the music just doesn't play. And it doesn't matter what you do with your phone or on the control over here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't show any error icon. It just no sound coming up on Bluetooth. I mean, the radio it works fine, and you have to turn off the car and turn on the car again to make it work. But you know, it could be very annoying when you're in a hurry. So far I have like 5 problems, and then now I'm gonna cover the problem that other owners, you know, has encountered, and they told me in the comment section. So first of all, I heard, of course, some of them also encounter some of the problems I have, but one of the, you know, worst thing I've heard so far was they said the rear view mirror fell off on one of the owners. I don't know if he's talking about this one or the one in the back. You know, the camera, the backup camera. I'm not sure which one that person is talking about, but it would be. I mean, that's the craziest. One of the craziest things I've ever heard was the if the mirror fall off, because if this one fall off, this one I think you know not just this one, all the new cars. Um, the rear view camera is connected to this thing over here, which is some radar sensor, something like that. I'm not sure, but if that fall off, it is kind of scary actually, you know. But I don't know if they're talking about this one or the backup camera. And then another thing I heard was the blind spot monitoring. It doesn't work. It actually happens to me a few times also. Um, so the mirror doesn't. The blind spot monitoring is supposed to beep, and the light should turn on when there's a car in your blind spot. But once in a while it doesn't work, and it's kind of slow in response. Um, but the worst thing is it doesn't light up, or it doesn't beep when you turn on your turn signal and when there's a car in your blind spot. It just works sometimes. It doesn't work all the time. So this is like for all the cars that has blind spot monitoring, this car so far is the worst. Has the worst system. It just doesn't work from time to time. It's really disappointing. I mean, the 2015 Mazda 3, there's no problem with that one actually. So very disappointing. And then let me see. I think there's like some other owners has a few more problems. They said the pedals, like the brake pedal, it's kind of you have to press it like really. You know, the travel is really long. That's what they say, and the brake travel is very, you know, it's very numb. You know, it's not very responsive, which could be dangerous sometimes. And one last problem that I want to point out from one of the commenter is that that person said it was the scariest thing I've heard so far. One of the most scary thing was the front collision warning. Not the warning. I think it actually breaks. The car break. This car has. I mean, even a lot of other cars right now have the safety system, so when they detect a car in front of you, it will automatically brake for you. But for that person, the brake system it turn on by itself, so it brakes by itself when there's nothing in front of it. And he was maybe traveling at highway speed. I'm not sure, but it was kind of scary if that happens. If the car just suddenly brakes when there's nothing in front of you, or when you're traveling on highway. It could be very dangerous. If someone is behind you, you know, it could cause an accident, or you can spin off if the road is wet. So yeah, there's a lot of problems with this car so far. I mean, again, this is a very good car. It's one of the best car in the segment. Everything is nice. I mean, I still like this car a lot, but it's just, I have to point out, I mean, I have to be fair. I cannot just, you know, hide all the problems that we are facing right now. I'm trying to be, you know, fair to this car. You know, of course, this is a very good car, but on the other hand, it also has a lot of quality issues. And hopefully, you know, just let people know the potential problem this one has. I mean, the last gen doesn't have that many problems. And also the Corolla, compared to Corolla, that one doesn't have much problems either. So, yep, so this is this video. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.